We're going to continue with circumference word problems now. And we'll do several together so that you can get the feel for that. Of course, we know that on our adult education high school equivalency test, you are not going to have plain little pictures like that. They're nice and they're good for us to practice and learn on, but we're going to have word problems, and even these word problems are pretty short, but good practice, okay? All right, it says, green reservoir is in the shape of a circle. If the distance across the reservoir is 4 miles, what is the circumference? So we're going to draw our label. Remember your steps. And it said the distance across the reservoir. So you've got to know that that is talking about your diameter, right? Because if you go all the way across, it's the diameter. And we know it's 4 miles. And I'm going to label that immediately as a diameter. You must label it. And it asks you in the problem, what is the circumference? Now, which choice do you want? Hopefully you're going for this one over here on the left. Write the formula. Yes, write it again. Now start filling it in. Do you have a number for C? No, leave it in. Do you have a number for, well, pi just stays in because it is a symbol for a constant. And we know the number for that. Do you have a number for D? Yes, it's 4. Take it to your calculator. Remember where pi is on the calculator. So it's just pi 4 is all you put in. You don't even have to put the time sign. Hit enter. Remember, you get that spit right back at you. You got to use your double arrow button, which is about down here by the enter sign. Hit it one time. You're going to have to round it to we want it to the 10th place. So you got to look at the hundredths, which is 6, to decide the 10th. So if it's 12.56, remember we underline and circle. 5 or more raise the score, so we raise the score of that one. And that goes to 12.6 miles. All right, let's go to the next one. The distance between the center and the edge of a circular racetrack is 0.2 miles. So think about that, between the center and the edge. What is the distance around the track along the outer edge? Notice they're not using the word circumference. The distance around the track. Here's our picture over here. So we got it labeled here, which is nice. Well, we have it drawn. We're going to redraw it and label it. So we have 0.2 miles. And what is that called when it's from the center to the outside? Called the radius. And what is it called when they ask you for the distance around? That's called the circumference. So write your formula, but you're going to have to decide which formula would you prefer. Well, I'm going to do the least amount of work. You can do more work if you want. So I'm going to do this one. And C equals 2 pi times 0.2. And you just plug that in your calculator and you get your answer is going to be in miles. All right, let's do another one. To the nearest foot, what is the circumference of a circular swimming pool that has a radius of 6 feet? Okay, so a circular swimming pool that has a radius, so you're supposed to know what the radius starts in the center and goes out, of 6 feet, and go ahead and label it. And they're asking you they use the word circumference, so that's like so easy. Choose the right formula and plug it in. I mean, it just can't, it's very simple. You just have to keep yourself straight and go plug that into your calculator and make sure you round it off. All right. Now, let's skip and do number 11. Casey plans to add a border around her circular tablecloth. Estimate. This is very common, okay? Estimate or approximate the length of the piece she needs if the diameter of the tablecloth is 4.8 feet. So we got a circular tablecloth and the diameter is 4.8. So I need to label that as D equals, okay? And I want to add a border. Remember, border is one of those words that we need to know means circumference or perimeter. So we're looking for circumference. So we got C equals, but which one do you want? We want to use this one, right? Pi times D. And that, but we want to estimate now. So when you estimate, you can just use mental math. So 3.14 would round to what? That would estimate to 3. And 4.8 would round to 5. And so your answer is 15. And what were our units? 15 feet. Right? So there's some practice for you with circumference.